everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign for Halloween. This is going to be a bonus Halloween reading for you guys. So it could potentially resonate for just a few days before and after Halloween, okay? I will be putting out November love readings very shortly as well, most likely at the weekend or beginning of next week, okay? Just want to wish you guys a happy birthday and hope that you are enjoying your birthday season. So this love reading, I'm going to be either reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best fits with you and your situation, okay guys? So let's get into the reading. What do we have for Scorpio, please, for love? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign. Okay. Angels of love and light, pure white light. What messages can we get for Scorpio, please? Scorpio for love. Halloween special. Ooh, 4 of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Could be dealing with a fire sign, potentially an air sign. Devil in reverse, so Capricorn, and we have the Page of Pentacles upright with the Ten of Cups. Okay, interesting. So what I'm getting is either you or your love interest may have been dealing with potentially third parties. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship of sorts. Could be even a family home, or like a family member, or a money situation to do with their career or a job or something along those lines. And potentially this person or situation that they've been dealing with has been incredibly unsettling for them for quite some period of time, and they're just trying to find their feet again. And I feel like this person has had enough of whatever has been happening in their life, and they're ready to close out a particular cycle and actually go forward towards finding this new sense of emotional fulfillment in their life. And what I'm getting is that this person, most likely, if they are dealing with a third party situation, they were mainly comfortable in this other situation, and then it got to a point where things just got too much to bear, in a sense of there was like little triggers around them of them noticing these little things that were kind of nagging at them, of the fact that they were comfortable and that they weren't really changing, and then bit by bit it just started to kind of like irritate them. So therefore now this person's realizing, okay, I can't quite stay where I am now, it's not necessarily working out for me anymore, and I need to move myself forward. And potentially this sense of being comfortable in another position to do with a job or a home situation or a family or a career or something along those lines, I feel like there's some sort of block or some sort of excuse made as to why they couldn't come forward and give you some sort of stability or an offer previously, because of something else. There's always seemed to be like, I'm getting the big boy done it and run away. Like I'm getting this kind of sense of this person like to kind of point the finger at everyone else, that everything else is to blame rather than necessarily looking at themselves. And I'm now feeling that this person, they want to change things around because they're kind of fed up with stewing in their kind of own mess, I'm getting. This person may have had a lot of people around them who were relatively petty, you know, like really closed-minded, narrow-minded people who like to spread a lot of gossip, who kind of really love like getting involved. You know, when you go work in an office, like all this particular office politics and mind games and all of that stuff, they may have been very much involved with that type of situation and kind of got mixed in with all of that. And 9 times out of 10 when people do those types of jobs, like an office job, or I mean no offense to anybody, I mean there's no judgment here, but 9 times out of 10 most people who do them, they get into it and they are very good at their job, and they kind of do the job and learn the job very quickly, and then it kind of gets to a point where it gets very mundane, and it's like they're doing the same thing day in, day out, the daily grind. And as each day goes by or week goes by or month goes by, you get to a point where you just don't feel the need to put in as much effort as when you first started, and you get very comfortable, and then you get comfortable with the people around you, in a sense like there's no one around you to challenge you or to push you and what have you, and to really strive to kind of make your life better. And I'm getting the sense that this person got incredibly comfortable and got in this kind of way of thinking of like, well, everything's happening around me, you know, I can't do anything about that, because everyone else had that same particular mindset. So now what I'm getting is like, you kind of showed up in their life, like potentially at a workplace. You may have worked together, or you may have known each other from school, from college, or been students together, or something along those lines. Or you met each other at like you're meant to meet each other at like a work function or something like that, and it got cancelled. And I'm just getting this sense like this person now sees you, and they're realizing that they can have so much more in their life than what they've actually been like kind of having or going through the mill, as it were. And I feel like this person wants to change. They're motivated now to change things in their life, and they're getting motivated not just change things in their everyday life, in their, you know, kind of, they're trying to get out the eat, sleep, repeat kind of thing, and take more control of their life, but also their love life. And they're choosing freedom, and they see you doing what you're doing, and I feel like you're kind of inspiring this person. And so this person may have a little bit of insecurity and a little bit of self-doubt, that if they were to come forward towards you as they were, like stuck in this, potentially an ego for quite some time. They could have been a little bit materialistic, very ego-driven, that kind of situation. And I feel like things weren't working out with you and them. I feel like you may not necessarily had seen eye to eye for a particular reason, and you may have turned your back on this person, and now they're kind of realizing, well, I don't want them to turn their back on me anymore, so maybe I've got to change a few things around. Like, they actually see something so much more long term with you. Now, obviously, these are relatively specific messages that are coming out, so please take what you feel fits and leave the rest. But yeah, look, they're holding on to you. They don't want to let you go whatsoever, because they now got a new way of thinking here with the Four of Cups, and they're realizing that they need to heal certain aspects of themselves previously that they may have got very comfortable in, that they were juggling in their kind of everyday work life. And that if they want to have a true soulmate love connection with you, then they have to change things in their life to be able to be open with you, because you're just may not necessarily be on the same page for a particular reason. And this is very shocking. They're going through some sort of ego death here. We've got the Tower energy, which is Aries and Scorpio energy, and then the Lovers was just Gemini. So they could have had these particular ways about them previously, a bit of a flake, a bit of a player, potentially, if they were stuck in ego, materialism, potentially lust. That could be something extra for someone. But what I'm getting is like, someone was so used to living their life in a particular way, and it's like out of nowhere you've kind of shown up and seen that they could do things differently or be different. And now they kind of want to step up and change things around. This person now has like a brand new perspective, and they've kept it kind of all secret from you, in the fact that they're like, they're very much in their head about you, and very much in their head about their daily life. Like, see how I put this Four of Wands back and I put it upright? This person really wants to change things around so that they can eventually come forward. I'm getting the sense this person would like to settle down at some point, but let's just get into the further reading. Obviously, there's only a few cards on the table. Yeah, look at that. They see your worth here with the Queen of Pentacles energy, and they want to communicate with you. They want to send you some sort of news. Potentially, they're really working on their self-esteem so that they can change things around. Maybe they know that you see your worth, and you have lots of other people who are very attracted to you, very interested in you, wanting to communicate, wanted to message you and give you love. Look at that with the Knight of Cups. There are a lot of people who are very much, you know, kind of pining for your attention, I'm getting. And you may be closing out a very painful cycle in your life, and you're like beaming through with this brand new sense of confidence and self-worth, and you're not just going to kind of go out with anybody, you know. So I feel like that's another reason why this person is going through these particular changes, because they want to be able to come forward towards you and offer you something. They're having to close a certain aspect of themselves that if they were to kind of be on par with you, or even feel like they can get a look in, that they need to go through some pretty big changes. Because you're not just kind of going to get involved with anybody. You want somebody who's going to be very much like-minded. And I was getting that kind of before, earlier, when I was saying, like, when you've kind of come in as this brand new light into their life, and they're realising that they may have been stuck in their ego or shadow side or something. And then it's like, see how this, like, yellow is luminous and it's all around here? Is this person's getting major clarity, like light, night and day, as it were, that if they want to bring a new sense of happiness into their life, and specifically if they wanted to involve themselves with you or try to be involved with you on a romantic level, that they need to change a lot about themselves in a sense of becoming a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic, someone who isn't scared of a challenge, who's willing to kind of make the effort and push the boat out, because they know that you're not just going to settle for less or settle for anybody else, you know. This person wants to be able to eventually come forward towards you and have something long term, but I feel like they're not in a place to be able to offer that to you, most likely. But I'm really getting a sense there are a lot of people that are after you. Wow, look at that. We have the Emperor, could be dealing with an Aries. You look at this Emperor kind of looking at this Queen of Pentacles. Like, you're getting other people who are already at the level that you're at, like energetically, who are seeing your abundance, who are seeing your worth. Potentially people who are older than you, may have their own business, CEO, someone who is a bit of an alpha, I'm getting. Somebody who's very, very popular. They're held in high regard. Definitely older, I'm getting. If not in age, then potentially they're a lot more mature than they may have been compared to these other people. And what I'm getting here is that this person in particular, who is interested in coming forward towards you, was most likely a page, or not even a page as of yet. And then you're coming out as the Queen, but you've got your kind of back to them. They're looking to the future, thinking, oh, that I could offer you something. They're thinking of what they could get, but then in the current moment, there could be very much other people who are getting out of their kind of shadow side, ready to come forward and offer you something very substantial. And this could be really, yeah, this could, look at that with the Nine of Cups in reverse. This could really be like, scaring this other person, like intimidating this other person, going, oh my gosh, wow, this person that I'm really interested in, you know, I want to be able to show that I care for them, I'm really interested in them, but maybe they're not going to go for me. They're dealing with some sort of remaining fear that they've got. And I'm just getting this sense that this person is feeling a bit of a lack right now. Like, if they've come forward towards you and said that their life is absolutely great, well, it could potentially look great on paper, but it might not necessarily be as great. That could potentially be another warning of not just this other person that you've been dealing with, but an additional new person. So if this new person, who is this Emperor, right, of what you don't see, they could be emotionally unsatisfied in their life for some reason. You know, maybe they've gone through a lot of heartache or pain in their life, and they're healing old wounds, and they're just trying to get themselves back around again to then feeling like their full self. And you might have to kind of look the other way, see if this person's going to be great on paper as well, if they are just great on paper, or if they actually have what they can to back it up. And this person from the past has been stuck between coming forward towards you or not. They really want to. They're trying to figure out the best way to do it, but they're very interested in moving forward a connection with you. And it's going to, I feel like this offer or gift or something is going to come forward towards you out of the blue, out of nowhere. And there's going to be people competing to actually like get your attention, I'm getting. What else is Scorpio? Look at that. The World. Beautiful. It's going to come out of nowhere, and there's going to be a brand new situation happening here. The times where you've felt, you know, hurt from previous relationships, that's going to be coming to an end. That's going to be all closing out. You may have dated other people, because you've got this person here and they've got the 8 wands behind them. You may have gone on a few dates before and they may not necessarily had seen your worth, or you felt like they weren't just kind of leveling up to the way that you were like hoping that they would be, to kind of meet you on your level. And it's been relatively difficult to potentially find someone that you're interested in, especially if you're not going to be settling for any less. And it's been a difficult journey I'm getting here with the 9 of Wands. Potentially you may have felt like, you know, unsure about moving forward in relation to love because of the hurt from the past. You may have been, you know, got the options. Look at that, the options here with the 7 of Cups. But then felt confused about who to go for because people may not necessarily have been very honest with you. Here with the Page of Cups in reverse, there may have been some like hot and cold types behaviour, potentially a lot of love bombing. I'm getting people who may have come forward and given like compliments, but you know, those like backhanded compliments that you get that supposedly are meant to kind of, you know, get you interested or whatever. That doesn't work. Somebody's been playing small, trying to manipulate a situation. And you may have just gone, do you know what, I can't be bothered to deal with all of this. I'm just deciding to drop all of these people, focus on my own stability, and that's it. So let's clarify these majors on the table. For Scorpio, so obviously there's a few messages in here, guys. Do you know what, I'm getting this sense that anybody new that's coming into your life, you're most likely gonna meet them either at work or they're gonna be on the internet. So you may receive messages via social media, like Instagram, what have you. But there are definitely people that are interested and are wanting to come forward towards you because you know your worth. You're, you know, incredibly hardworking, and you're not going to carry anybody. And you want somebody who's going to be loyal to you, but you also want somebody who's going to be very ambitious. And this person here, the Emperor, is an incredibly headstrong, ambitious person. So this will be quite interesting. It's however this resonates. Why is the Devil here reversed for Scorpio? Woo! Gosh, that's too many. Too many. So obviously there's a lot of drama going on. But we'll look at the bottom of the deck and see what that is. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Cups. 10 of Wands. Okay. So what I'm getting is this person from before that I was talking about who may be trying to change themselves because you kind of inspire them. They've been carrying a lot of burdens, like secretly in their own life that nobody else has been seeing about. And they want to come forward towards you, but they are transitioning as of right now. Maybe they feel like they haven't got enough financially to come forward and offer you anything. Like if they were to come forward with you with a gift or something, you might just kind of, they might feel like you might turn your nose up at it, like it's not enough for some reason. Why is the Devil here in reverse? Yeah, look at that. They're healing themselves. Someone is healing here with the 4 of Swords. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I'm just getting this kind of instance that either you or your person, most likely your person, whoever this kind of potentially resonates, have been very much up in their head, and they're trying to change these particular mindsets. And I was getting that so strongly earlier, that they may be holding themselves back as of right now before kind of rushing forward towards you, but they definitely intend to come forward and give you some sort of truth that they actually want something more with you, and that they most likely will eventually come back around. Potentially I'm feeling that there may be a case that they have a, not like majorly, but just a little bit of an obsession with you. You know, that kind of sense of someone kind of watching, not stalking, but just kind of, you know, whenever you're kind of around, they might have a little peek at you, a little glance at you, and now and again, and you might just catch them out. That kind of thing. I'm getting that for some reason. Why is the devil here reversed? Three of Swords. Oh my gosh. Didn't I say earlier there's been some sort of heartbreak? There's the Three of Swords and then the 4 here. So somebody has been really heartbroken. Maybe they're feeling heartbroken, especially if somebody else was to come in and kind of swoop you away. Yeah, look at that. They'd be very much up in their head about it here with the King of Swords in reverse. Either that, or I'm getting that potentially you've done a lot of work and healing on yourself after heartbreak by other people who haven't necessarily treated you the way that you'd like to have been treated. And people have been incredibly manipulative, very sly, very nonchalant, uncaring, what have you. And I'm just getting the sense that you've had to go through a lot to be able to recognise your own worth about what it is that you want in relation to love. I'm going to take one more for the devil, one more for the devil in reverse. So lots of air energy, lots to do with thoughts. And I was saying that right at the beginning of the reading, that someone's definitely been up in their head about their thoughts. Yes, look at that, because they want to be able to eventually change things around to provide you with the 10 of Cups. And they've been up in their head about it, stressed, sleepless nights. They're very loyal to you. So we can hear that dog barking outside constantly. This person's really wanting to change things around. They've been up in their head and they see you as the 10 of Cups, and they know that they've got to change certain things around if they kind of want to eventually be on your level. And potentially, I'm just getting this thing that they're letting their kind of imagination run wild with them, especially if they feel like somebody else out of nowhere is going to come in and swoop you up. But you may set firm boundaries with these new people. Why is the Emperor here? Just, why is the Emperor here for Scorpio? Ooh. Straight out. Why is the Emperor here for Scorpio? That was my fault, I just dropped the cards. Why is the Emperor here for Scorpio? Look at this, oh my gosh. This Emperor may come forward towards you and be like, so you wanted to settle down, didn't you? And then they may come forward towards you and be like, oh, well, would you like to kind of move in with me? Would you like to move forward with me? And this other person is literally like stressing out hugely because they know that they can't provide materially what they may feel like you'll be more interested in than something that's going to be more of emotionally fulfilling. But with you guys being a water sign, I feel like you're much more inclined to be interested in emotional fulfillment than just, you know, a few extra quid or a few extra dollars, as it were, you know. But obviously it's, you know, what have you. But what I'm getting here is that this person, they've definitely been through the mill. They've matured a lot, this new person, because obviously they're sitting in the Emperor energy, and they know that they've been hurt from previous relationships, but they want to come forward and offer you something here with the 2 of Cups, and they want to give you news about it. They've definitely just gone through a rocky patch in their life, because obviously they wouldn't get to where they've been if they haven't gone through that. So I'm getting the sense that you may have a past person or someone around you currently who's really interested, and then a new person who is may want to come forward and offer you everything. I mean, look at that. And we have the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. This person's doing very well financially. Let's just put it that way. And, you know, here with the Leo card, with the Strength, they have a lot of confidence. They're very sure of themselves. They know with whatever obstacles come in their way, they're very passionate as well, this person. And they will reveal their feelings for you. Yeah. Wow, okay. This is so fascinating. They have a lot to offer. They want to be very, very generous with you. I feel like that's something that you're very interested in. And this past person or other person that you're dealing with could be having like a mini heart attack or panic attack because they see this other person kind of swooping in and kind of going, here's everything on a plate. And you might be like, oh, okay, wow. What's this world about? So, what's this world about? Why is this world here for Scorpio? Oh, gosh. Look at that. Everything wanted to come out, but that's the predominant card. So we have more Pisces, Pisces energy and the Ten of Swords. So what I'm getting is that a period of heartbreak, pain, difficulties, that's all coming to an end. That's all coming to an end. And a new successful cycle is going to be coming in for you. I'm going to take one more for... you're going to not have to do anything. Everything's going to just be rolling in for you. You've had a hard enough time as it is. But everything's just going to change when you least expect it in relation to love. Look at that. Victory and success here with the Six of Wands. There may be a few setbacks and a few obstacles as of right now, a few delays, but that doesn't mean that there isn't going to be success for you eventually, because look at that, justice coming in with Libra. Everything's going to balance out beautifully when it comes to love relationships, and you're going to be most likely getting involved with someone potentially who is older, more mature, someone who... You know, they're a bit more experienced and gained a few years on them, but they're financially sound, they're stable. But then, yeah, so you may have a choice between two. And you may have to make a particular decision, especially if this other person, you know, eventually kind of gathers up the courage to come forward and bring something towards you. What's here with the romance angels? Storing virtue. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Somebody definitely wants to be playful with you. Let's see what else. Sorry, that was my fault. I'll take two more for Scorpio. Obviously, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And I'll take one more for Scorpio, please. New love. Yeah, look at that. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this new love... I'm getting the sense that you're potentially going to have two options of new love easily, or multiple options. Someone who's kind of like a work colleague, or someone who you've known for a little while and they haven't necessarily shown you these feelings, or someone that you've just met new in a workplace and they're wanting to change things around. Potentially there's a boss or a CEO or someone who's older or more mature. Most likely has been like married before or has children, but they may have kind of gone through a divorce or something along those lines, I'm getting. But yeah, there's definitely finances and career affecting this other person or someone, and they could be the one, but their finances are in the way as of right now. This is so fascinating. So obviously please leave a comment or hit a like if this resonates. I really appreciate it. This was kind of not the way I was expecting the reading to go, which is always fascinating when I sit to do a reading, because obviously you don't have a clue how it's going to happen, but what comes out is what comes out. So it's obviously somebody's message. What's happening here for Scorpio? I'm going to use the Soul Journey Oracle cards just to close off the read. See what kind of advice and guidance or what's coming through for Scorpio. Ooh, straight out, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Wow. And then humour. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. How beautiful is this? Wow. So I'm getting the sense that this person, either you're in this sense of freedom and you're very happy, kind of working on yourself, you're very grounded, you know, your heart is open to new love, to options and everything else. Like, you're just in this really beautiful space, I'm getting, and you're just attracting all this new abundance coming in for you. But then being at this kind of state of this level of being more open to receiving and giving love and, you know, vibing high, as it were, you still attract people who are not vibing as high as you, and then they kind of come in as well. And it's kind of trying to use your own discernment in relation to who it is that you go for, because you're not just going to go for anybody. And I feel like you may be closing off a very difficult cycle that you've had in relation to love, but there's a lot of beautifulness coming in, because we have the Ten of Swords that's getting ended and closed out here because of the world, and that's been trumped over. We have someone here who's potentially wanting to come forward towards you and offer you the Ten of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. So real financial stability, loyalty, long-term relationship, a husband, wife type material. And then there's somebody else who sees you as their kind of emotional fulfillment, who's wanting that family home with you, etc. There could be a few delays in this coming in, but that's not to say that it's not going to come in. So it's like trying to stay optimistic that everything will eventually work out in your favour, and you can use your own discernment of who potentially you may choose or not choose when it comes to love. Wow. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's the end of the reading. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you as well. And happy Halloween, and obviously enjoy the rest of Scorpio season. So yet again, happy birthday. And I'll be putting November love readings out very soon for you all. So take care. Bye for now.